Yo, what's up, everybody, man? Yeah, I'm at the yard right now, man. I just picked up a trailer. Uh, Tires wasn't looking too good on there. It had a couple flat spots on there that I just wasn't comfortable taking that trailer on the road. So I stopped by the terminal, had the shop take a look at it. They said it does need it needs a new tire on there. There was an air leak on there. I think that's what pretty much caused the what do you call it? That flat spot on the tire. It's windy. I'm walking back over to the truck. Not too bad. Give me 1 second. There's a guy in front of me here trying to back in. Got that guy right here trying to back in. We're gonna let him back in. That way we can get back to it. And I'll jump in the truck. Try to explain what was going on today. Yeah, almost in. But yeah, man, it had like this flat spot, but the trailer also had an air leak. And I believe that when I went to go, push my brakes in so I can go ahead and pull off with the trailer, it was taking a long time for that for the air to release so that I can, the brakes to release so I can pull off. It was taking like a good two minutes. When you're trying to leave, it don't sound like a long time, but 2 minutes can be a long time. All right, we back in the trailer. There we go. Got you set up now. So what happened was I picked up this trailer. The trailer, it had a flat spot on it. Like the tires looked terrible. I mean, there was some good spots on there, but it was flat spots. It just didn't look like a good tire, and it wasn't a tire that I felt comfortable or safe taking down the road. This trailer was loaded up, 41,000 pounds. I wasn't cool with taking that trailer on the road, so brought it over here to the terminal where I'm at now, and I got the trailer getting looked at. Apparently, there was an air leak on the trailer. It wasn't audible. I didn't really hear the air leak, but there's like a container underneath the trailer that holds the air. I forget what it's called, but there was a crack in there. So they got that trailer in there. They're waiting on that to get repaired. And it just goes to show, man, there's gonna be some lazy drivers out here that'll not only put their life at risk in order to just keep moving, but they'll put your life at risk. They'll drop that trailer off at a customer will empty it, maybe load it again, and you come there to come pick up, the burden of getting that replaced. And for me, I wasn't cool with it. I know I'm gonna be a little late getting home, but I'm not gonna put myself at risk, and I'm not gonna put nobody else at risk while I'm out here. So I took the time to just bring it by the terminal, which I wasn't too far from, to get that trailer looked at. And yeah, it needed some things replaced, so they're getting that replaced now. I want to say this. You gotta be visual to what's going on. You gotta be careful with these trucks, man, because one person's ignorance could lead to your death. And you see it all the time, like especially with just drivers just somebody else being lazy. That I'm trying to find the words for all of this. Another driver's laziness can cause a major problem for yourself. And I wasn't going to do that to somebody, because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. So we got this trailer over here. We're getting worked on. We're getting it looked at. It's getting fixed. It pushed me behind about a day and a half with this trailer. But I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather that than to go down this road and it be my last ride. So we got that over here. I see that we got a couple trucks, on the yard that, every trucking company has them. You see these trucks that, a driver made a mistake and maybe didn't go home, and if he did go home, he went home pretty banged up. So it we think, you know, these are trucks, you know, they're dead near indestructible, which they are. You know, these on the road, we're the biggest thing on the road. There's nothing that's gonna get in front of us and stop this thing from moving. 80,000 pounds of pure steel. And but there is some things out here that can, you know, Mother Nature itself is one of the most critical, you know, I guess Mother Nature is one of the biggest things out here that can ruin a day for a trucker. Weather, you can't, in a truck, you cannot beat Mother Nature. I don't care how much weight you got in this truck, what type of tires you running, you got chains on. When Mother Nature wants you off that road, it's gonna get you off that road, whether you want to be or not. And so that's pretty much like I wasn't gonna make this a long video today. This was just like a short one. It was just something on my mind about, you know, another driver's laziness. And I don't know who the driver was. Maybe one day, hopefully, you know, he may see the video, get a chance to watch this, and you know, change his ways. But it was just, sometimes it does, it I don't want to say things, it bothers me, but you know, we all gotta, you know, I try to look out for every single driver, even when I don't know who the driver is. He's not there yet to even see, you know, see the trailer. If I drop a trailer, you know, I'm gonna leave that landing gear about an inch off the ground, because I don't know what they're gonna load in the next. It could be 43,000 pounds. I'd crank that landing gear all the way up, and the yard jockey come pick that thing up a couple times. What's gonna happen to that trailer? It's gonna be 2 feet in the air, too damn high for the driver to even be able to get his tractor up underneath it, and then he's stuck out here for a half an hour cranking that landing gear. So I you know, I try to do, it's just the little things you can do for another driver that'll make his day easier, and then the favor gets passed on to the next driver. To one day you see those favors are happening to you, and you don't even know, you know, who that driver is. So if you are getting into the trucking industry, if you are in the trucking industry already, you know, just be mindful of what you do affects somebody else, and in a good way or a bad way. Sometimes it can affect, you know, your choices. Say I, you know, grabbed this trailer and decided, you know, I'm not gonna get this tire fixed. I'm gonna go ahead and roll down the road with it, and 100 miles down the road, you know, that tire decides it's going to heat up and shred apart and go flying through somebody's windshield, or cause me to lose control of the trailer. You know, it's possible. And I just ignored it. You know, if I didn't get it in the shop, I didn't know about the air leak. My pressure was up. I didn't hear any audible sounds coming from it, but apparently there was an air leak and they decided to replace it. But if I hadn't brought it to the shop, these are some things I might not have known. You know, I could have had brake failure. I could have smoked the brakes before, you know, I got a trailer fire. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. So, you know, just, you know, protect your license as much as you can. I know I say that a lot, but, you know, that's the best way to describe it. Protect your license, because, you know, we all come from, I know me personally, I come from a background when, I remember I was making $400 a week. Man, I thought it was good money. You know, I was struggling with bills. Lights was getting cut off. You know, this is my first apartment. You know, I was working in a warehouse. But, you know, that to make this type of money, I can't see myself going back to making anything less. And you know, it could end that quick if I make the wrong choice and end up losing my license. So, you know, that was just something I wanted to run across you guys today. I'm not going to make this video long. Just wanted to talk about that. At the end of the day, man, protect your license. Stay safe out there, drivers. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.